Okay, so your piece is now oiled, finished, completed. So that's really good. So from here what I've got to do is hang it. So how we're going to hang it is by using these mechanisms that I've just recently got. So as you can probably see, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but we've got this Y set up. So it's a Y, there's a hook here, there's a hook here, and the great thing about this setup is all you have to do is press this and you can pull the wire through, just like that. But you can't pull it back up unless you press this button on top. So you can pull it back up now once you press that button, and that gives you the flexibility to move the light shade up and down according to exactly what you want. And it's the same goes for these as well. When you press the button here, you can actually drag this through. If I leave it, you can't pull it through again, but if I press it again, it drags through. They're really handy. Nice stainless steel finish. And the great thing as well is, of course, you can screw this to the ceiling, and then you can just attach this by screwing it on, just like that. Perfect. So I've got one Y set up, which is going to hook onto this side over here, and then I've got a single setup, which is fairly straightforward, where you've got this that will go through the bottom here, and this then will hang off the ceiling. So first of all, what we've got to do is figure out the diameter that we're going to have to drill. So I've got all my drill bits here, and I've got my calipers, and so now I've got to figure out what diameter each hole needs to be. So the first hole at this side needs to be the diameter of this bolt. So that bolt is 4.8. So that means I can use my 5mm drill bit. So here we go, we'll take out that 5mm. Keep that to the side. So that's going to be for that side. Now over here, I'm going to have a smaller drill hole, which is 3.39. Now, fortunately, I don't have a 3.39mm drill bit, but I don't think there's one out there. But I've got a 3 or a 4. Now, I'm going to pick the 3 because it's easier to remove material than trying to add it afterwards. So I don't like a loose fitting. And whenever I'm teaching as well with the joints, teaching students how to create a joint, I always teach the students that always leave a little bit extra, because you can always chisel it off or remove it afterwards, and it's the same thing here. Okay, so what I've got to do is mark it out next, so I'm just going to speed this up. So this is flow suspended, obviously using this cabling system that I've just drilled into place. I've just drilled it into the joists in the ceiling here. It's obviously in the garage, so it's going to look a little bit different when it's placed in situ. These fittings are actually really, really good. They've worked out really well. Really easy to screw into place up here and screw out as well and remove. And the great thing about this is, like what I've explained before, is that I can literally just press a button and just drop it down, and obviously you get a very, very different shape here. So we can decide what that shape is going to look like, which is pretty exciting, and yeah, install it on site very soon.